This story is about a boy named Zachary. The one thing that you have to know about Zachary is that he loves frogs. He would spend hours exploring the woods behind his house, mud squishing between his toes, mosquitoes napping at his neck. He didn't care, as long as he could find a truly great frog pond. He stayed in the woods a little bit longer than usual. He saw some beautiful lights twinkle in the woods, and underneath it was a marsh with tons of lily pads, bugs, and most of all frogs. He worked his way slowly to an old island with a single spruce tree, and there was a shack, those twinkling lights that brought him and also surrounded the shack. He went over curiously. There was an old door covered in poison ivy. Bang, bang, bang. He pounded continuously. Eventually the old door slowly creaked open. To his surprise, he found a very sweet old lady living there. A little dirty, but she seemed all right to him. He asked her, "Why do you live here?" and she simply said, "The beautiful twinkle lights." But she wasn't the only thing that caught his eye. There was a small bracelet that called to him from across the room. Take me, take me. She'll never find out." As soon as she turned her head to gaze upon those twinkling lights that she loves so much, he made his move. As soon as he left and the shack was out of sight, he put on the bracelet. It had an ivory hook. He couldn't understand why she would need such a beautiful bracelet in a place like that. He played in the swamp, catching the frogs as late as he could. He knew his mom would be cross with him if he was late for supper again, so he rushed home. Fireflies lit the way. He made it to his front door. He saw his family already sitting down for supper. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. I'm late again, but by his surprise, she wasn't mad at all. She simply just served him meatloaf. He doesn't like meatloaf. But he didn't want to push the matter because she seemed like she was in a good mood. His muddy boots still sitting at the front door, he decided it was time to jump in the shower. But he noticed that the small ivory hook was gone. He went up the stairs, exhausted from his day of playing, paying no mind about the bracelet he stole and the missing ivory hook. With the next day came more of the same, breakfast, watching TV, and eventually he had the urge to go out again. To go and find some more frogs. He wasn't planning on going the same way, but for some strange reason, it felt like he was being pulled that way. He was worried about seeing the old lady, worried that he was going to get blamed for stealing the bracelet, but to his relief, he didn't see her. He just saw beautiful twinkle lights and the great frogs hopping around, living their lives. It started getting dark. He must be a lot more tired than he thought. He swore he saw a small little line coming out of his wrist. He shook his head. It wasn't there. Oh, it must have been the heat, he thought. He ran back home, but he still had a feeling of being pulled back to the swamp. He shook it off. He made it home, kicked off his boots, and went inside. His mother greeted him again with a smile, and this time his favorite supper. Pizza. "We never have pizza," he said to his mother. She just smiled at him and rubbed his head like she always did. It was getting late now. He needed to get up in the shower. That's when he noticed a small hook-shaped lump underneath his skin. At first he thought about the ivory hook that he lost, but then he thought that's way too far-fetched. It must have been a weird bug bite. He couldn't sleep, he was in pain. It felt like his veins were going to explode, and that's when he noticed that the hook-shaped bite was slowly moving up his veins. He could see it just under his skin, creeping higher up his arm past the elbow. It's moving slow, but you can see it now, and that's when he felt the first tug. He fell out of bed. He felt a stronger tug this time. He got to his feet, and the line he thought he imagined was there. It was real. He's being reeled in by something. The hook slowly inching farther up, just below the surface. He's running, trying to stop the hook from going further up toward the jugular vein. Something's happening. Someone or something is reeling him in. Running, following the line. He noticed if he doesn't fight against it, the hook doesn't move up. It pulled him to that same swamp with those lights twinkling around it. He knew he had to fight, so he turned around and started to run against the line. And this is where he truly messed up. The hook now in his eye. He can see it, and now he can hear the slow click of a reel, pulling him in. Standing before him is the same old lady in the swamp, clutching a reel that was glowing. With one final pull, the hook was set. It felt like the string was made of razor blades being pulled through his veins. The fight was fierce, and then he saw light. And now his soul was pulled from him and became the light lighting her swamp.